Hey there, CrossFit Alexandria. This is Coach Fuse here to talk to you about your program for the week. So let's get started on Monday the 17th. We have every minute on the minute for 10 minutes. You're going to complete on minute one, push jerk, 6 reps at 65% of your 1 rep max. You'll notice there's a plus or minus 5%. Go off of how you feel. If you're feeling fairly good, the weight feels light, add a little bit of weight, bump it up a little. And the reverse, if you're not feeling as strong, you can bump the weight down. Work on the technique, people. This bar can be taken from off of the ground or from the rack. So we're getting into our 6 reps. So we've dropped the reps. And bumped up the weight. And minute two, we'll do 5 bicep curls each arm. So that can either be with dumbbells or with a barbell. Your preference there. Then we have our WOD is going to be complete 2 rounds for time of the following: 30 double unders, 15 hang power cleans, 7 ring muscle ups. So it says from the hang, which means it must be taken from off of the ground. So deadlift it off the ground, pause for a slight second, and then go into your hang power cleans. I don't necessarily expect you to go unbroken on these hang power cleans, but it should be light enough to where you should maybe only break it up once, maybe twice. Okay, you should not be sitting there doing singles or doubles. Try to get at least sets of 5 or 6. On the ring muscle ups, so we've been trying to bump these up a little bit more, trying to get y'all a little more used to them. The scale back for that can be either a banded bar muscle up, a bar muscle up, or you can do assisted ring muscle ups where you do them on the low rings where your feet are on the ground. So a ring muscle up is essentially the highest pull up possible with a ring dip at the top. So our scaled option here is going to be 60 singles, 15 hang power cleans at 95 for men, 55 for women, 7 pull-ups. Okay, moving on to the 18th, we have every minute on the minute for 10 minutes. Minute one will be cleans. These are squat or power. It's your preference. We give you the preference, so you decide which one you want to work on. I think you should always work on the ones that you're not good at. So if you always train power clean or squat clean and you never train the other, how are you ever going to get better at it? So always train whatever you're not good at. So get good at what you're bad at. It'll be 5 reps at 65% of your 1 rep max. Notice the plus or minus 5%. Minute two will be 5 reps, 1 arm kettlebell Zotz press. If there's not enough kettlebells or the kettlebell feels awkward for you, you can use a dumbbell. Then moving on to our WOD is with a partner for 10 minutes. You're going to complete as many rounds as possible of the following: 8 burpees, 8 wall balls. So each partner will complete a full round. You're going to alternate rounds. Okay, so if me and you are partners, I would do 8 burpees and then 8 wall balls, and then you would go right into 8 burpees, 8 wall balls. This WOD is meant to be very fast. You're meant to get through a round very fast, knowing you're going to get a rest and knowing that there's not a lot of reps. So with the amount of reps there are, you should be able to go fairly fast. We're looking for speed here, people. We're looking to really get out of breath. You should be fairly laid out on the ground after this workout. Then we have Wednesday. We've got back squats on minute one and 20-second hollow hold on minute two. So back squat, you're going to do 5 reps at 65%. There's also a plus or minus 5% there. So you go off of feel. Minute two will be a 20-second hollow hold, or you can do plank hold if you don't like hollows. You can also do a handstand hold. One of those will be sufficient. Then we have our WOD. You're going to complete the following for time. You're going to do a loop run, 21 deadlifts, 21 box jumps. 400-meter run, 15 deadlifts, 15 box jumps. 200-meter run, 9 deadlifts, 9 box jumps. So the run will get shorter and the weight and the reps will get shorter as well. So the weight is 225 for men, 155 for the ladies. And box jump height is 24 for men, 20 for the ladies. There's an 18-minute time cap here. If, let's say, you have an injury, maybe you have a hard time running, you can row as well. You'll row instead of a loop. You'll row a 650. Let's say maybe you're not a good runner, or you can only run for a short amount. Maybe half the runs, or maybe do half the run, half the row. Whatever works for you. There's always a scalability, so make sure you talk to your coach if you've got injuries. There's an 18-minute time cap on that WOD. Then we have our Thursday WOD. Just for a little warm-up, I want y'all to do not for time. You're going to do 5 rope climbs, work on your rope climbs. And then after that, you'll do 5 minutes of handstand hold or walk. So you're just working on handstand hold, handstand walk, shoulder taps, working on that core stability. being upside down. Maybe you have a hard time flipping up. Maybe you can ask your coach or a fellow CrossFitter to hold your feet up as you kick up. Then we've got our WOD for our Robicon for the week is you're going to complete the following for time: 1,500-meter row, 10 burpee pull-ups, 400-meter sled pull, 2 plates for the men, 1 plate for the women, 2 burpee pull-ups, and a 1,500-meter row to cash out. So burpee pull-up means you will do a burpee on the ground and then jump into a pull-up. I'm not saying jump into one, but you'll dead hang and then go into a kipping pull-up or strict, your preference. So it's a movement we haven't done in a while, but it's a great movement to work on. Then we've got our RX Plus. RX Plus option will be a burpee ring muscle up. And 3 plates for the men, 2 plates for the women. Okay, so on this WOD, there will be a 35-minute time cap. Okay, then we got Friday. Every minute on the minute for 10 minutes. Minute 1, strict press. Minute 2, 6 to 8 ring rows. On the strict press, 6 reps, 65%. Most of y'all should be able to take this weight from off of the ground. With the amount of weight that it is, you should be able to power clean that weight for those reps. So 6 reps is 65% of your 1 rep max. Minute 2 will be 6 to 8 ring rows. So notice how we've dropped the reps here as well on all of our strength cycles. We drop the reps and bump up the weight as we get you acclimated throughout the cycle to build up to that 1 rep max at the end of it. So we're looking to build muscle endurance at the beginning. As you start to get a little bit more comfortable with the weight and better technique, then we build you up, add some weight now that you have better technique, and then eventually you can hold the technique for the heavier weight. Then we've got our WOD. It's called Isabel. This is a classic benchmark WOD. It's called Isabel, so it's 30 reps for time of snatch. So it's 135 for men, 95 for women. These can be power or squat. Power will be more efficient, but some of y'all may not be able to power snatch that much weight for that many reps. So if you can squat snatch it, that's fine. Maybe this time around you do squat snatch, and the next time around you do a power. So you'll rest 5 minutes, and then you're going to give me a 400-meter run for time, all-out sprint for time. So that'll be on you with the class. So and on this, we're going to put an 8-minute time cap. Let's make that a 10-minute, excuse me. Okay, so this workout, I highly doubt anybody will be able to go for 30 reps unbroken. My suggestion to you is find a weight, find a number that you feel comfortable with. Maybe that's 2 or 3 reps where you feel comfortable and you don't feel like your grip's burning out. My suggestion here is a hook grip. Definitely for a workout like this. If you can do touch and go fairly fast, holding onto that hook grip, it's definitely the way to go. Break it up into sets of 3, 4, 5, whatever you feel comfortable with. If you don't feel comfortable doing this weight, for men, let's say if you don't have around a 155 to 175 power snatch weight, I suggest dropping the weight. On the women, if you have around a 120 to 125 or lower or higher, then you can use the RX weight. If you have a lighter 1 rep max than that, my suggestion is to go a little bit lighter on the snatch. So scale appropriately here. You don't want to be stuck doing it being 10 minutes and you've only done 5 reps. Okay, we're looking for intensity here, so you don't ever want to lose the intensity. I would much rather you keep the intensity and drop the weight. Okay, so there's so many people out there that are thinking that, oh, I need to bump up the weight to get stronger and faster. Well, it's actually the reverse. Okay, if you bump up the weight and you go slower, you've lost the intensity and the intent of the workout. There is an intent, there is a rhyme and a reason, there is science behind all the workouts that we do, why we do them. And that's one of the main reasons is we're looking for intensity. We're looking for y'all to push it, not for you to be taking it so heavy that you can't make it through the reps in the allotted time. Okay, then we've got our WOD on Saturday. So with a partner, you complete the following 3 workouts for time. So it'll be, each workout will be a different score. So WOD 1 will be max calorie row in 5 minutes with your partner. So you and your partner break up the calorie row however y'all decide. Then you'll rest 5 minutes, and then we'll go into WOD 2, 5-minute AMRAP of 20 kettlebell swings, 20 push-ups, and then you'll rest 5 minutes, and then we'll do a 10-minute AMRAP of 20 toes to bar and 20 overhead squats. So make sure you scale appropriately. On the kettlebell swings, if it's too heavy, drop the weight. On push-ups, if you can't do push-ups, you can do them off your knees and do hand release if you'd like. And on the third WOD, toes to bar. Maybe you've been working on toes to bar. We have those angled bars that are called the Dirty South bars, the ones that look like triangles on the rig. Hang from the higher one and then try to kick your feet to the lower one at a slight angle. It's a great way to learn how to connect your toes to bar, even though it's a little bit shorter than getting them all the way up. Also, another great way to scale it back is to do knee ups, or you can do kipping leg swings. Get your leg raises up as high as you can, or you can lay down on the rig, next to the rig, holding on to the upright and keeping your feet off of the ground, touching your toes to the rig. That's called toes to upright. Overhead squats at 95 and 65 should be fairly light. If you struggle with overhead squats, you can do front squats or a lighter weight on the overhead squat. Okay, so we do have Battle of the Fittest coming up about right around a month. So if y'all haven't found a partner, there's still people out there looking for partners. A few of these workouts I'll be programming around some of the Battle of the Fittest workouts and movements, so that way y'all get a little more acclimated to them, and you and your partner can work through them together. This has been Coach Fuse for your week. Hope you have a great week.